Now, dear friends, see, last time we completed examples of chapter number 3 and we started exercise numerical. Now, see our exercise numerical number 3.4. See, the 2 ohm, 4 ohm, and 5 ohm 3 resistors are connected in parallel with the 20 volt battery. First, we have to find out equivalent resistance, and secondly, the current in each branch. Now, see, parallel connection, we know the formula 1 upon R equivalent. Okay, that is 1 by 2, 4. Okay, now see what is the LCM of 2, 4 and 5. Okay, so 2 2s are 4, 5s are 20 is the LCM. So that is 1 upon R equivalent is 20 upon 2 will be 10, 20 upon 4 will be 5, 20 upon 5 will be 4. That is 19 by 20. So R equivalent is. Now see, we have to keep in mind, we should not forget taking reciprocal. Okay, that is a common mistake we observe. So here the equivalent resistance is 20 upon 90. Now see the current we have to find out. First we find out the total current. That is I is V upon R equivalent. See, the battery voltage is 20. So what is the current? Total current is 90. Now we have to find out current in each branch. Let us say in R1 the current is I1, I2, and R3 it is I3. Now see, in parallel connection, of resistors, voltage remains same. Okay, and current is divided. So we will check that total current, sum of the I1 plus I2 and I3 we get the 19 ampere. Now see here, I1 is V upon R1, that is 20 upon 2, 10 ampere. I2 is V upon R2, 20 upon 4 will get 5 ampere. I3 is V upon R3. So total current 10 plus 5, 15 plus 4, 19, that is equal to total current. Sum of the three current I1, I2 and I3 is equal to total current in the circuit. So this is about the exercise sum number 3.4. Now see, next is exercise sum number 3.5. Okay. See, at room temperature, that is 27 degrees Celsius, the resistance here, the heating coil is 100. Okay. Now, what is the temperature? T2 we have to find out. If the resistance becomes 117. Okay. Now the alpha, that is the temperature coefficient is. Okay. Now we use the formula R2 is equal to R1, 1 plus alpha, T2 minus T1. Okay. Now we simplify. So we get R2 minus R1 is. Okay. So T2 minus T1 is R2 minus R1 upon R1 R. 117 minus 100. That is 1.7. Okay, so we have to simplify. Okay, that is 70 divided by 1.7. Here it is 10 into minus 2,000. Now T1 is given is, okay, to T2 will get. Okay, so this is how we can solve. exercise sum number 3.5. See here T1 is given, R1 is given, R2 is given, T2 is not given, alpha, that is the temperature coefficient of resistance, is given. So by using this equation we can solve. Now see, next is example, exercise sum number 3.6. Okay. Now this is very simple, we have to substitute the values only. Okay. Now see, the current passes the wire of length, there is exercise sum number 3.6. Length is 15 meter. Okay. Area is 6 into 10 to minus 7 meter square. Okay. And the resistance is 5 ohm. What will be the resistivity? Resistivity or specific resistance. See, the formula is R is equal to rho L by A. So rho is equal to RA by L. Okay. R is 5. 6 into 10 to minus 7. Length is 15. Okay. So what will get 2 into 10? 5 3s are. See, remember the unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Okay. So this is nothing but about the example, exercise sum number 3.6. See, now next we have to solve exercise sum number 3.7. Okay. Now see, a silver wire has a resistance of 2.4. T1 is 27.5 degrees Celsius. R1 is 2.7 ohm. Okay. And 100 degrees Celsius, resistance is 2.7 ohm. First is 2.1, sorry. Okay. Now what we have to find out? See, the temperature coefficient of resistivity, alpha. Okay. See here the values are given in degrees Celsius. So unit of will be degrees Celsius inverse. Now we use the formula R2 is R1 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. Now we can simplify. Okay, so R2 minus R1. Now we make alpha as the subject of the equation. R2 minus R1 upon R1 into T2 minus T1. Okay, now we substitute the values. R2 is 2.7, R1 is 2.1 upon 2.1. See the 100 minus 27. Okay, now we have to simplify. So if I solve, okay, 0.0039 or it is 3.9. Now what is the unit of the temperature coefficient of resistivity? That is degree Celsius inverse. Okay, that we have to keep in mind. So this is nothing but exercise sum number 3.7. Now exercise sum number 3.8. Okay. Now see, heating coil of a nichrome is 230 volt. First we get current is 3.2 volt. So from this we get R1 is V upon R1, 230 upon 3.2. Okay. There is 230 divided by 3.2 is 71. Now later at time, see the current changes to 2.8 ampere. So R2 we get okay, 82 point. Okay. Now, what is the steady temperature of the heating at room temperature? That is T1 is 27 degrees Celsius. What is it? Okay. Alpha is given as Okay. Now see what we are given here. R1 is there. R1 we have obtained. R2 also we have obtained. See, by using the relation R2 is equal to R1 1 plus alpha. Okay. So we simplify. Okay. That is R2 minus R1. Okay. Now we make T2 minus T1 as the subject of the equation. Now we substitute the values. Upon. Okay, now if we solve, okay, 0.0. See what we get, 840. Now T2 minus T1 is as 27. Okay, so this is how we can solve. See, this is nothing but exercise number 3.8. Now next is exercise sum number 3.9, important one. She can be asked in a 4-mark question also. Now here is a Wheaton bridge type of network. Yes. Okay, resistance is 10 ohm, 5 ohm. Now, see, whenever such network, see a 10 volt battery and a 10 ohm resistor. See, this is a circuit given. Okay, we have to find out the current in each branch. Okay, now see, we'll have to take the help of Kirchhoff's second law. Okay, now see here, see the current will start from the positive of the battery. Current is, let us say, I. A is the junction where the current will be. We are taking I1 and I2. Now let us say in BD branch the current is I3. So here in BC, I1 minus I3. Okay. Now in AD current is I2. See, they will meet at this I2 and I3 will meet at D. So in CD branch, current is I2 plus I3. Okay. So what is the current in BC branch? I1 minus I3, and in BC branch it will be I2 plus. Now see at point C, current in BC and DC will meet. So if I add this to I3 and minus I3 will get cancelled, and I1 and I2, that is total current I. Okay. So this is how we can tally. Now we have to find out the current in each branch. So first we take the loop ABDA by using KVL, that is Kirchhoff's voltage law, or that is second law for the, or loop law for ABDA. Okay, by using KVL for the loop ABDA, we start from AVA. Okay, minus 10 I1. See, in current direction again negative minus 5 I3. See, moved up to here. See, when we move in DA branch, we are moving in the opposite direction of the current, 5 I2. Finally come back to the A. Okay. So minus 10 I1 plus 5i2 minus 5i3 is 0. Okay, all are multiple of 5. So we divide by 5. So we'll get minus 2i1 plus i2 minus i3 is 0. Okay, this is minus 2i1 plus i2 minus i3 is 0. Okay, now see, simple thing we have to keep in mind, whatever number of unknowns, suppose here we have got 3 unknowns, i1, i2 and i3, we should have a 3 equation. Okay, so this is the first equation. We have taken the loop ABDA. Now see, by using Kirchhoff's loop law, you can write KVL also, you can write Kirchhoff's loop law for loop BCDB. Okay, BCDB. So starting from BB minus 5 I1 minus I3. Okay, now in CD we are moving in opposite direction, so it will be plus 10 I2 plus I3. Okay, now when we move in DA, we are moving in opposite direction, that is plus 5 I3. C finally reach to point B, that is B. Okay, so now we simplify, minus 5 I1 plus 5 I3, okay, plus 10 I2 plus 10 I3 plus 5 I3 is 0. Okay, now see, we have to simplify. See, what is the term with the I1? 5 I1. Okay, what are the term with the I2? 10 I2. And what are the term with the I3? So we see there are 3 terms. Okay, so this is, we can simplify, minus 5 I1, okay, plus 10 I2 and 5 plus 10, 15 plus 5, 20 is 0. So again, all are multiple of 5. So minus I1 plus 2I2 plus 4I2 is 0. Okay, now these are the equation we have obtained. Minus 2I1 plus I2 minus I3 is 0. Okay, minus I1 plus 2I2. Okay, now we establish the relation between I1 and I2. So see, the first equation, okay, minus 2I1 plus I2 minus I3 is 0. If I multiply by 4, minus 8I1 plus 4I2 minus 4I3 is 0. See the second equation, minus I1 plus 2I2 minus 4I3. Okay, now we take the help of elimination. Okay, that is minus 9I1 plus 6I2 is 0. Okay, okay, that is 9I1 is 6I2. Okay, now this will be 3I1 is 2I2. Okay, so I2 is 3 by 2 I1. Okay, I2 is 3 by I1. So this will be useful to us. Okay, now as I told, whatever number of equation unknowns are there, we should have that much number of equation to be found. Now again we use Kirchhoff's second law for the loop ADC. Let us say M and A. This is for our convenience. For loop ADC M and A. So VA minus 5I2. Okay, then in the current direction minus 10 I2 plus I3. Okay, we have reached up to C. Minus 2 plus of the battery plus 10. See here the current is I. Okay, that we have discussed again. In direction of current minus 10 I, and finally reach to the point A. Now let us see again. See for the loop ADCMNA. ADCMNA. So VA minus 5 I2 minus 10 I2 plus I3. Here the current is I. Minus to plus of the battery will be plus. Minus 10 I is 0. Now here we write I is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay, then it will be easy for us to simplify. See, minus 5 I2 minus 10 I2 minus 10 I3. Okay, plus 10 minus 10 I1 minus 10 I2. Okay, why there is a negative sign here? So what are the terms here with the I1? Okay, minus 10 I1. Okay. Okay, now what are the terms with the I2? Minus 20 I2. Okay, minus 10 I3 plus 10 I3. Okay, minus 10 I1 and I2 is, okay, here there is one more term with 10 I2 and minus 10 and minus 5, minus 15 I2. Okay, then I3 only one term. Okay, so what we write here, 10 I1 plus 25 I2 plus 10 I3 is equal to 10. Okay, now all are multiple of 5. Okay, okay, so it will be 4 I1 plus 5 I2 plus 2 I3 is equal to 2. Okay. Now, see, we have to simplify. I2 is 3 by 2 I1. I2 is 3 by 2 I1. 4 I1 plus 5 I2 is. Okay. Okay, now this will be 8 I1 plus 15 I1 plus 4 I3 is equal to 4. Okay, so that is 23 I1, 4 to the 8 plus 15, 23 I1 plus 4 I3 is 4. Okay, now see, we have to use the elimination method. Okay, see what we have done. 4 I1 plus 5 I2 plus 2 I3 is 2. Now what is value of I2? We are getting 3 by 2 I1, that I substitute here. So 4 to the 8 I1, 5 to the 15 I1, 2 to the 4 I3 and 2 to the 4. Okay, now so that is 15 plus 8 is 23 I1 plus 4 I3 is 4. Okay, see, this is our first equation. Now minus 2 I1 plus I2 minus I3 is 0. That is our equation. Now we want in terms of I1 and I3. So if I substitute I2 is 3 by 2 I1. Okay, minus I3 is equal to 0. Okay, why we have obtained I2 is 3 by I1. Now we simplify. Minus 4 I1 plus 3 I1. Okay, minus 2 I3 is 0. Okay, now this is minus I1 minus 2 I3 is 0. Okay, see what we have used. Minus 2 I1 plus I2 minus I3 0. See, in that we have substituted I2 is 3 by 2 I1. Now we simplify. 2 2s are 4, minus 4I1 plus 3I1 minus 2I3 is 0. So now these are the terms with I1. So minus 4I1 plus 3I1 minus 2I3 is 0. Now we use elimination method. Okay. See this equation, if I multiply by 2, it will be minus 2I1 plus minus 4I3, and 2 into 0 is 0. Okay. Now 23I1 plus 4I3 is 4. Okay, that is 19I1 is 4. Okay, I1 is 4 upon 19. Okay, I1 we get as a 4 upon I3. Now let us say we have to go for a very simple method. Okay, now see what is our equation. 2I1 is equal to I2 minus I3. Okay, here I1 is 2I2 plus 4I3. Okay, so if I write multiply by 2, 2I1 is equal to 4I2 plus 8I3. Now this is also 2I1, this is also 2I1. Okay, so if I compare, I2 minus I3 is 4I2 plus 8I3. Okay, this I am taking on the right hand side, this I am taking on the left hand side, that is minus 8I3 minus I3 is 4I2 minus I2. Okay, minus 9I3 is equal to 3I2. Okay, so if I divide by 3, I2 is equal to minus 3I3. Okay, I2 is equal to minus 3I3. Now suppose I eliminate this equation, minus 2I1 plus 2I. Okay, that we have obtained. Now I2 is equal to minus 3IT. Now we take the loop ADC MNA. Okay, we take the loop ADC MNA. So one more relation we have to remember. I2 is minus 3I3. Okay. We take the loop ADC MNA. So VA minus 5I2 minus 10 I2 plus I3. Okay, here the current is I. Now see from minus to plus of the battery, minus 10. Okay, minus 10. See what is the total current here is I, that is I1 plus I2. Okay, and we come back to the point A, that is VA. Now we simplify, minus 5I2 minus 10I2 minus 10I3 plus 10 minus 10I1 minus 10I2 is 0. Now this minus 10I2 I am writing here. Okay, so we can easily differentiate. So this is minus 10I1 minus 25I2 minus 10I3 plus 10 is 0. Now we can take on the right hand side. So 10I1 plus 25I2 plus 10I3 is 10. Now all are multiple of 5. So divide by 5 will get us easy. 2I1 plus 5I2 plus 2I2 is 2. Okay. Now I2 is 3I3. Okay, I2 we have obtained is a 3I3 minus 3I3. Okay, plus 2I3 is 2. That is 2I1 minus 15I3 plus 2I3 Okay, that is 2I1 minus 13I3 is equal to. Okay, now see our relation. Minus 2I1 plus I2 minus I3 is 0. Okay, see if I multiply with minus 2, minus 4I1 minus 4I2 plus 2I3 is 0. Okay, sorry, plus 4, minus 2 into 2 will be, okay, minus 4I1, sorry, plus 4I1 minus 2I2 plus 2I3 is 0. Okay, and minus I1 plus 2I2 plus 4I3 is 0. Okay, now if I simplify, 3I1 plus 6I3 is 0. So I1 is equal to 2I3. Okay, 3I1 is minus 6I3. I1 is minus 2I. Okay, now that we can substitute. Okay, that is minus 4I3, 13I3 minus 17I3 is 2, I3 is minus 2 by 17. See, what is the meaning of minus 2 by 17? Whatever the direction we had assumed, okay, that is wrong. The current will be moved in the, instead of BD, we had assumed it is in BD direction, it will be in DB direction. Okay, now see, we have to substitute in the equation. Okay, I2 is minus 3I3 minus 3 into minus 2 by 7. Okay, I2 is 6 by 17. Okay, now I is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay, now what is the relation between I1, I2 and I3? 2I1 I2 minus I3 we have seen. Okay, that is 2I1. What is I2 value? 6 by 17. I3 is minus 6 plus 2 by 17, 8 by 17. 2I1 is 8 by 17. So I1 is, okay. So this is how we can obtain. Now our I2 also we have obtained 6 by 17 ampere. Okay. Now we can write the current in each branch. Okay. We can write current in each branch. So current in AB branch is I1. Okay. That is 4 by 17. Current in AD branch is I2. That is by 6 by 17. Now in BD, that we obtain is minus 2 by 17. Now in BC, I1 minus I3. Okay, BC we have I1 minus I3. I1 is 4 by 17. Okay. Okay, BC branch is 6 by 17 and DC branch or DC is I2 plus I3. Okay, that is 6 by 17 minus 2 by 17 is 4 by 17. Okay, now this is how we can solve. Okay, so we have to take care in writing the equation, otherwise it can create problem. Now next is see the exercise sum number 3.10. Now see, this is related to meter bridge. R S. We connected with the meter bit like this. Okay. See, two resistors are connected. Y resistor is R and X. We say X and Y. Okay. Null point is okay 39.5. So this will be 100 minus 39.5. 60.5. Okay, now Y value we are given as 12.5. So X upon Y is L1 upon L2. X upon Y is 12.5. See, the null point is 39.5 upon 60.5. X value, that is in R. Okay, now if I simplify, .16. Now see, the second part of the question says the X and Y are interchange. Okay. So here X will be 12.5. Y you have to find out. Okay. X and Y are interchange. Okay, Y we have, this Y will become X. See, what will be the null point? Okay, let us say L1 is L, L2 will be 100 minus L. Okay, so the second part of the question says when X and Y are interchange, so here this 12.5 will become X, X will become Y. Now L1 upon L2 that we have to use. So X upon Y is L1 upon 12.5 upon L1 is L. Okay, now so we have to solve for L. Okay, so by solving we'll get value of 60.5. Okay, now that will be in centimeter. Okay, now this is nothing but exercise number 3.10. Now see, next is exercise number 3.11. Now see, the question says the storage battery of internal resistance is 0.5 ohm connected with the external resistors of 15.5. Okay, and voltage is 120 volts. Okay, see what we have to find out: current and the terminal voltage. Now see, I is equal to V minus E upon R plus R. R is 0.5. Okay, now we simplify. Okay, so okay, that will be 7. Okay, now see the terminal voltage. See, we have seen earlier V is equal to E minus IR. E is 8, I is 7. Okay, V is equal to E minus. Okay, 120. V is given as, okay, V is equal to E minus IR. Now but see here, the battery is being charged. Okay, so in that case V is equal to E plus IR. This is the only case, see, when one battery is being charged by the other, instead of V is equal to E minus IR, we have to take E plus IR. So here E is 8, I is 7, R is 0.5. So instead of calling as V, we can call as V dash. So this is how we can solve. See, this is the case of the charging of a battery by larger battery. So we have used the relation. First we obtain the value of current I, then V is equal to E plus IR. Why? Because whenever I discuss in the theory part also that whenever one battery is being charged by the other, we have to use the relation V is equal to E plus IR instead of V is equal to E minus IR. Okay. Now see, next is exercise sum number 3.12. Okay, that is very simple. See, in a potential arrangement, okay, a cell of 1.5, okay, balance of this L1 is 35 centimeter. Okay, this is a application of potentiometer, that is a comparison of EMF of the cell. See, when the null point shifts to 63 centimeter, what will be the? Okay, now we use the relation E2 upon E1 is L2 upon L1. Okay, now substitute the values. Okay, so if we solve, okay, that is 2 points. Okay, this is a case of comparison of two cells. Now, next is exercise sum number 3.30. Okay, the number density of free electron N is given as 8.5 into 10 to 28 per meter cube. Okay, now see, the length of the conductor is 3. Okay, area is 2 into 10 to minus 6 meters square. Okay, now the current is I. See, we have to find out the time to cross the conductor. Now see our formula. Vd is I upon Ne. Now velocity is length upon time. So we can say It is ANEL. I. Now we substitute the values. Area is given. Number density. Charge of the electron known to us. Length is 3, current is also. Okay. So if we solve, we'll get the value of 2.72. Okay. Now this is a formula. We derive Vd is equal to I upon Ne. Velocity is length upon time. See, why? Because we have to find out time. Okay. So this is how we can find the value of time. So this is all about the exercise numericals of chapter number 3. Thank you.